Hello, let's solve a problem that has a rational exponent. When we say rational exponent, it's an exponent that's a rational number. An exponent that's a fraction, like 4/3 in this case. So if we have a problem like this, what we need to do is get the term that contains the rational exponent by itself, isolate it, get it on one side and move everything to the other side. So the first step would be actually to move the 5 to the other side. So what we have here is 10x to 4/3 equals to 625. Now, since we have the rational exponent term by itself, all we need to do is raise it to the reciprocal power, 3/4. So reciprocal power is simply just this fraction flipped over. And then as always, whatever we did to one side, we need to do to the other. So we raise this one to 3/4 as well. And then what happens here is these completely cancel out. So we end up with 10x equal to, and now we can simplify this. So we can grab this number, type it in, raise it to exponent 3 to 4 on our calculator and get the number. Or we can actually do this. Since this here is the power, this here is the root, we can either say 625 to the power of 3, and then we take the 4th root of that. That will lead us to have a pretty big number when we go to, when we cube 625. So I would say we can do this. We can actually say 4th root of 625 and then cube it. So 4th root of 625 is actually 5. So this is 5 cubed. And let's just explain 5 to the mean 625. So 625 is actually 5 times 5 times 5 times 5, which is 5 to the 4th. So the 4th root of 625 is 5. Okay, so let's copy this down because we can't divide, we shouldn't be dividing yet. And then 5 cubed is 125. All that we need to do to solve for x now is divide both sides by 10. So our x is 12.5. But since we had an even power here, 4 is an even number, then we are going to have plus and minus, one positive, one negative answer. And that should also make sense right here, because we are taking 4th root, an even root, right? So if you take an even root, then we are going to have plus and minus. Now we shouldn't say these are our answers because we didn't check. So now we need to check for extraneous solutions. So let's do 12.5 first. So we just take that number and put it into our original probe. So 10 times 12.5 raised to 4/3 minus 5, is that equal to 620? 10 times 1.25 is 125, and then raised to 4/3 minus 5, is that equal to 625? Now again we can say, well, cube root of 125, which is 5, and then 5 to the 4th is 625. And this is not 625, this is 620. And then minus 5, is that equal to 620? And it sure is, 620 equal to 620. So this one checks, which means 12.5 really is a good number, good solution. Let's now do negative 12.5. So we plug it in, so we get 10 times negative 12.5, all of that raised to 4 over 3, minus 5, and again we are checking if that's equal to 620. So 10 times negative 12.5 is negative 125, and that's raised to 4 over 3. Take away 5, is it equal to 620? Well, negative 125, if we take a cube root of that, it's going to be negative 5. And then when we raise negative 5 to the power of 4, it is going to be 625 again. Which means we get 620 equal to 620 again, which means this one also works. So we have negative 12.5 as our second answer. 2 answers. I hope you liked the video. I hope you understood it. If you did, please click like, click subscribe, and don't forget to smile.